So you mentioned earlier that you were in some kind of a gold mine in what?
I used to work in Alaska at a gold mine, yeah.
You used to work in Alaska at a gold mine.
Yep.
How was that? Like,
That's
what did
cool.
you do? What's it like in Alaska, first of all?
First of all, I think everybody in their life should experience Alaska. Like, at
You
least
think so?
once. It's creepy, though. It's super creepy.
Just because of like, did you ever see that movie 30 Days of
Yeah,
Night?
oh, yeah. Yeah, that's where I was. Well, I was at a camp, like a man camp. So, like, there's no leaving. Like, I was on a camp. Like, we got there by boat or helicopter. So
What do you
like,
mean there's no leaving? It's an island?
It's 30 days of night. There's no leaving. No.
There's 30 days. You
no.
were there 30 days of night?
No, actually, there was. Like, I was there in the winter, so it didn't get fully.
What?
The sun doesn't come up for
Yeah,
long, right?
yeah, in the winter. And I was in a tent, too, so I should have thrown that in. Yeah, I was in a tent.
What?
Yeah, well, the mine I was there has helped us start it up, so that wasn't established. So I was in a tent. They called it Tent City.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever go under the ice to mine?
No, I'm not big ice.
It wasn't like an
it wasn't
aquatic-
what you think it was. It wasn't like we're with our pickaxes. We're just fucking. Oh, look at this gold chunk, man! Like it's not.
You're giving you're putting everybody had
I'm just
high
saying, I
hopes.
find a
If
gold
you
chunk
want to
like
know
that, I'm
something,
sticking that thing in my
dude,
shit and
if
I'm
you want to know
walking
stuff
out of
like I worked in underground mining in North Idaho, where I'm from, and it is way more hardcore there. Like way more hardcore because it's shaft mine. So you go like a mile roughly just straight down, and it's like an elevator, but it's like a chain link fence. So you're like ting 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 like on the way down, and that's way more hardcore. People actually like died where
So
I'm
you
from.
rode on like
so.
those little carts where they like drive in.
Yeah, they do
You
have
like
those.
almost like lay
but
down.
It's not like what you think it is though.
Yeah.
Once you get down to where you're going, there's different levels. There's actually trucks driving down there, but they like got down there piece by piece and they put them together down there. So it's like, but you would never know. It's like they're driving around. You're like, holy shit! It doesn't like hit you that you're really like a mile underground till you break off into like they call them stopes, like smaller areas, and then you're like, okay, this is a little. But there's no bugs that far underground. It's fucking sweet because I hate bugs.
No bugs.
No fucking bugs, man.
Is it cold then too?
Why is
No,
this
it's
so
hot as
wild to
shit
me?
in North Idaho. Super hot
Like
underground.
underground?
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
80. The humidity is like 80. So we'd be dumping our boots out like all day, just sweat.
How many
but in
women
Ala-
worked
in-
at this place
Which one?
where you were at in Idaho or Alaska?
Oh, Idaho. There's.
Were you the only female or were there many?
I think there's one other. I think in Idaho, and then in Alaska, one. Yeah, there's one. Yeah, one. Both.
It's a rough life for men out there, right? It's
It's a lifestyle.
It's
It's addicting though, like the oil field. It's addicting.
similar to the oil
Yep.
field, right?
I mean, you got hitches, so you're away from home. You get used to being away from home, and it's kind of a thing. You just get hooked on it. It's a lot of money.
Jesus Christ, why'd you leave, Mary?
Why'd
you leave Alaska to begin with? That's what I'm curious about.
Dude,
It's so beautiful, but they do have giant mosquitoes.
I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean? Why?
Teddy
I was
bears
at
that
a
wanna
camp,
kill you.
dude. Like, if we wanted to go
come
we couldn't
closer
even go
to this,
on.
though.
We couldn't even go
I want
on
you in the
walks. So you went on a walk, you got to go in groups of 7 and check out a shotgun. So like, no, dude, it wasn't like, yeah, we're
Oh,
gonna.
you were literal like
I was
work
like
prisoners.
I was there, yeah. That's why I was like, we're not like, oh, we're gonna go on an excursion. Let's go on an adventure. Like, no,
It's
you're,
like
you're
being
there.
on a drilling rig
Yeah.
offshore.
Yeah, kind of.
You guys ever find anything like crazy down there besides like what you were looking for?
No, Alaska's different because you drive your truck into the side of the mountain. It's a totally different type of mining. So it's not like you don't go down like that. You're just driving into the side of the mountain and it breaks off at like different ramps and stuff. So way safer. It's colder. It's like 60 degrees, super wet in Alaska. It's totally different ballgame. Way safer, though. Way safer.
This is freaking wild. I think you're the only woman. I wasn't expecting to have an interview, and you got
She's a minor.
I wouldn't even say
Just
that.
like-
I don't even like. There's no fucking way I could mine next to any of those dudes. Like at all, they're hardcore. They're
Yeah, but you've got like way more life experience and way more work ethic, it seems, and way more like
Than most
drive than any woman that I've almost ever met.
good. Then my plan has worked. Then nobody knows about it either. So, I'm secret smart. Don't tell anyone. Then they expect more out of you.
Yeah, well, they're gonna expect more now
Fuck,
that they
man.
see this podcast.
Please don't watch it.
No, we'll promote it. Okay.
Oh
so,
yeah, great.
So you spent a number of years doing gold mining stuff,
Yeah.
and you loved it.
I did.
Did you ever steal any gold?
Oh, yeah.
Mary? Is that a thing?
Okay, I wouldn't
We'll
say
leave
I
it out.
stole
Is that a
it.
thing?
I do have a lot of core samples that we weren't supposed to take.
What?
Like not
Is
like,
it like
I
in a
didn't be like,
rock?
oh, I drilled this whole thing. I'm taking no, just like rocks, you know, and like in North Idaho, yeah, there's actual like core samples. So like, you know, the geologists like ones they're not using, you could you know, like if they're garbage or whatever. I have a lot of just over the years, you collect rocks.
That's wild.
And then when I was in Alaska, we could just sit on the ground and start digging with our hands, and all these crystals would just be. It was crazy. So I took a lot of those. So yeah, Alaska's really cool. Like people should definitely experience it, but it's really eerie.
It's
Because
terrifying.
it's so undiscovered, like in so many areas that like, and then all their jails are full, like all of them, and the crime's super high in Anchorage, like
What?
super. Oh, dude, do a little research. It's fucking gnarly.
Is
And
it just because everybody has nothing to do but drink and they
this is what I from what I understand is like where like murderers and like people go. That's where they go to get lost because then nobody will ever find them.
Well, they don't look for them. They're probably
Yeah,
right?
I mean, you're off the grid in so many places in Alaska, dude. Like, I mean, I got to camp by boat or helicopter, and I was like 50 miles north of a city, like supposed city. You know, like it's
That's like, you know where, I think Dexter, you know the TV show Dexter?
yeah,
Didn't Dexter go to like Alaska? Where was he?
probably.
Where'd he go? I think he went to like Alaska to disappear. He was the most prolific serial killer.
Dude, he was a bad motherfucker.
Dude, Dexter was so
He was
legit.
so cool,
You know how many
dude.
times I've watched that show?
I mean, I've watched all of it, and I just remember
Probably
them.
too many.
I just, dude, I just remember him like
And you might
on
not-
a
you might wanna
boat.
cut back a
All I
little bit.
remember is him on like a little boat, like
Yes.
driving off into the
Yes.
water, and that was it. And I'm like, wait.
Dexter's
I get
so
mad.
legit, dude.
Dude, I was very upset.
So eventually you got out of the oil, or I'm gonna say the
There
oil
were
field.
there was mining accidents back home in North Idaho where I actually like lost a buddy, and I just kind of like didn't want to do it anymore. So I left.
You
And I
lost somebody, just normal operations and some
well, in
shit
North
went
Idaho,
wrong.
I like where I was in Alaska, we like it wasn't established, so it was like dial-up internet, calling card, and a landline type deal. So I got it like way later through an email that it already happened. The service happened, everything happened. He was only 29, and I was like, "Fuck!" So then I kind of like had a full blown just like meltdown, and I hopped on a boat, helicopter, like went home. I was like, "I'm fucking out." I wasn't gonna retire, but like I definitely was financially capable of doing it. So I just said, "Fuck it, I'm done."
Right.
So in 6 months, I binge eat a lot, smoke some ton of weed, and I was like, "Can I say that?" Like it's obvious. Like
Yeah, you
smoke
can
pot. Look
say
at me.
it,
You
it's a
can see.
podcast.
You can literally like
Yeah.
see what few brain
Most
cells
of
I have left.
Country does it.
Yeah, I got super high. I ate all my feelings. Got super fat. Binge watched every Dexter, every TV show you could possibly imagine, over and over. And then finally, I like. One of my friends like managed Adam and Eve, so I went and worked there for a little bit for fun, like the sex shop. It was really fun.
What?
Yeah, it was a fun little one.
Reverse.
And then I
rewind,
came
go
here.
back. What sex shop? Explain.
Adam
this
and
in
Eve,
detail.
dude.
Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Where? In
In Coeur
Idaho?
d'Alene, where I'm from. Yeah.
You worked at a sex shop.
Yeah,
What?
Adam and Eve,
Explain
dude.
to me what. It's like DVDs and.
It's
rent
like
stuff. what
butt
is it?
plugs and vibrators and cock rings and the whole shebang. And I got a funny ass story, dude. I don't know if I
Let's
can
hear
Yeah.
BTG squad.
Wait, Brady, hi Brady. We're supposed to say hi,
What
Brady.
up? What up,
Brady
Brady?
Bender.
Brady,
Yeah.
let's go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That stuff.
Yeah, I that
Let's
popped
get
in.
whoever that
popped
is
in my
on the
head.
podcast.
Yeah, let's
too.
see. Is
Come
it
on.
Brady? Brady, what are you doing? It is Brady.
Somebody's calling you. This is unprofessional. Like,
Let's make sure she's okay. Man.
A good thing I never.
He's
He's
doing a
like-
good thing.
he's
Good
like-
thing I never claimed to be professional.
he's like, yeah. Did anybody kill her on that BTG squad podcast? Bull crap I've been hearing about.
Yeah, dude, it's nothing. I'm not.
I want to
very
hear this sex
interested.
story about the sex shop.
Oh, okay. So like, at the time, my friend,
excited.
like, one of my friends was renting out one of my rooms in my house because I had a really badass house in Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah.
The last one that I had like a pool and everything. It was so fun. So my friend was like, "That's my boss." Hey,
Screw that person.
he was super worried about shoveling the snow on the patio.
Oh, it must be tough. America.
I'm all like, mocking.
Don't tell
I'm all
anybody
mocking him.
about
I'm like,
this.
I'm sorry. My boss is awesome.
Your boss rocks.
My
of
boss
course.
is a badass. Yeah. He hired me, so
Yeah.
yeah.
he
Oh yeah, so she managed it. She's like, dude, I'm like, dude, I'm bored and all I do is eat and smoke weed all day. Like, I don't know what to do with my life. Because I thought retirement would be fun.
Yeah.
And all my friends are like, fuck you, Mary, some of us have to work. Because like nobody could play with me ever. Like, you want to come out and play?
What kind of games do you play? What do you mean play with you?
Outside play, you know, like,
Something like
a
run
little
around
kid.
in the
I don't know.
woods and
I'm a
stuff?
fucking spaz, dude. I don't know.
But you're saying you're in Idaho, right?
I'm like,
So you
I
have,
was
like,
in North
lakes and
Idaho. We go
stuff,
on
and-
hikes. You could like go outside and build a
Kayaking?
fort, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Oh,
know.
hell yeah.
I had an 8-foot grown swimming pool at my house. Like we could do whatever we wanted, you know?
You're making a lot of people bitter about their own lives.
I'm bitter about my own life currently. It's fucking cold here.
Well, they need
God
to
damn.
change things then, don't they?
It's
Yeah.
fucking, dude, it's cold as fuck here.
Subscribe to BTG and change your life.
Can I change my own life?
You've
I
changed your life
I chose
already.
to be here. People
You're
are like, why the
number
fuck
one.
are you here?
You're the number one guest on this show. That's why you're here,
That's
Mary.
right. Get some.
Mary.
Number one.
Mary, I want to hear about this
Oh, yeah.
section.
Oh yeah, okay. So she's like, "Why don't you just come work with me here? We'll have a fucking blast, dude. It's great." I'm like, "Dude, yeah," you know, because I'm like, I knew what it was. I'm like butt plugs and weird shit. Yeah,
DVDs.
dude. And then she's like, "You gotta check out DVDs for free." I'm like, "Done." So, so I worked there for a while, and like, I should not tell this.
Wait. If you don't think you should tell it, don't tell
I
it.
probably should. It's pretty graphic.
Don't tell it. But I have questions about a store.
I'm sure you
I'll
get
tell
all
you
kinds
later.
of weird people coming in there.
I'm sure. Okay, because there was a
I'm fucking
store.
weird. If I say somebody's weird, they're fucking weird.
I'll be honest about my own experiences with these sex stores. There was a store when I take it easy.
He's like,
So-
I'll be honest with my experience. At
No,
the
but
sex
listen,
store.
when I was I think I was like 18, 17, 18, you know, the typical male age.
Yeah.
Well, when is it legal for you to buy a sex DVD? I
I'm
don't
guessing
think you could be
18?
18.
18.
Was
You
it
can't even
18?
go. You have to
Adult.
be 18
I
to
thought it
go
was
inside.
21.
You
Okay,
have to be
so
18 to go
18.
inside there.
So yeah, I must have been at least 18 or 19, right? And I did walk in one of these stores one time, and I was so freaking
Awkward,
nervous, dude.
yeah.
I was sweating bullets. And at that time, I had this sports car too that was like very easily noticeable. Like it had, like it was chameleon painted.
What was it?
had
What
a flame
was it?
top. It was a Pontiac Firebird, right?
Nice.
1994 Pontiac Firebird
Woo!
/ it was converted to like a Trans Am thing. It was weird. It was cool.
I'm not even tell you what I had. It was like so stereotypical when I was
What'd
that
you
age.
have?
When I was
a Sunfire.
No.
Pontiac Sunfire.
No, actually, when I was like, I think when I was like my early 20s, I had both a Jetta and an Audi TT Roadster convertible.
What?
But that was when I worked at the
Man.
mine. I worked at the mine in North Idaho. But when I was actually like 18, I drove like the total like stereo. I had a Jetta.
You had a Jetta?
Every girl had a Jetta. I swear to God.
Are those diesels? Aren't
Like
some
I
of them
didn't. I had a
Everybody
VR.
has
I had a
diesels
VR
now, I
6 turbo.
suppose.
So and it was a manual. So no.
Dang.
No, I had a manual, dude. I'm all about that.
You're a savage.
Dude, I am. I'm crazy.
How the
Bash-
hell?
I mean, every girl's crazy. Sorry, ladies, but we are. I'm like,
Hey,
Yeah.
That's a win for BTG
I'm
squad.
batshit crazy, dude. Batshit crazy. But
The world's going crazy on women right now, dude. It's like, it's what they're saying is
I feel like
hot girl
guys,
summer is
guys
over.
are fucked though, dude. I'm not trying to be a dick.
Explain.
Like, okay, what I hate is like guys do the shadiest fucking shit, and it makes us fucking crazy. And they're like, "Man, that chick's crazy." It's like, dude, if you did half that shit to another like person, they'd be batshit crazy too. Like, fuck off, dude.
All right,
Like,
all right.
it's so lame.
You have to give examples. You can't just say.
Well, I
You
can't
have
because
to give
I'm
examples.
so not like familiar with. I mean,
Well, I know, but what kind of things? You're a woman. What kind of stupid, crazy, like shady things do guys do? Like you've lived
wouldn't
your life.
know.
You have to know some of the.
well, I'm
shady
not trying to.
shit
I mean, it's
guys
been a
do.
long time since I've experienced, but like,
Okay, so
I'll use somebody else's experience that I've seen. I guess like
There you
like
guys are liars. We know this.
yeah, like lying or like
They'll
the
tell you
gray
I
area,
don't have a
the gray
girlfriend.
area. Yeah, it turns out they have a wife or something
Turns
weird.
out
You
they're
know,
married.
but we're getting divorced, you know, or something like that. You know, and you're like, and they're like, I've seen this happen, and she's like, they're getting divorced. You know, like there's a lot of guys that come here and work that are not from here. You know what I mean? They got
that's
a life
true.
back home and they
Travelers,
lie about it, like big time lie. And I've seen that happen where like, you know, and then they go home to like supposedly like get their stuff because they're getting divorced, but then like it gets all weird and the girl's like blowing him up, and then he's like, "You're going crazy. Why are you being so crazy and insecure?" It's like, I fucking wonder why. Then he finds out, like, then she sees like stuff on Facebook, like they're still technically together, you know.
More clothes you want me to get?
It's a small focus area.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, then you know, like you look on social media and it, technically they're still together, and you see no signs of any of that happening. You know, like a divorce happening. It seems like things are just fucking great.
Well, they probably don't go.
Then you
home
start
and they
blowing
don't
him
come
up, and
back.
he's like, "Why are you going crazy on me all of a sudden?" It's like, dude, fuck you. Like, she's not going crazy. She's not going crazy. Like, it's totally like validated. Like, I just think that women are emotional creatures, and men know that, and they don't. I mean, don't fucking do it if you don't want girls to go crazy on you. Then you know, I mean, they're human beings, dude. Like,
that is 100% true. Men are very well aware of the fact
that women are crazy and
that
they're emotional.
Women are emotional, and a lot of men will play off of that.
Yep.
I don't know so much that it's done on purpose, though. I think men are constantly thinking about
it's
themselves.
just careless. Yeah, it's just I just don't think it. But then they're all pissed off when they've got a chick going fucking crazy on them. And it's like, dude, what'd you expect, man? What'd you expect, homie?
This
like,
is
act like a man, then, not a douche. Like, sorry, like, I don't feel bad for you, but you know.
What are you don't think women have any part?
Oh fuck yeah, dude, 100%.
Explain to me the flaws that women have when it comes to shit like this.
How much time you got? How much time? Dude, this show ain't long enough.
15 minutes.
Dude, if we want to just talk about me personally, there isn't enough time in this show to talk about how many flaws we have. We fucking suck.
Women
you
play
last
men
5
minutes.
minutes.
Too, right? Women play men though too, right?
It goes both ways.
Oh yeah,
sure.
dude. There's lots of bitches that just fucking. Oh yeah.
So
dude.
there's this thing going around. There's this thing going around that I've been hearing, Mary.
It's contagious. It's gonna spread. Sorry. That's what you made it sound like. There's this thing going around.
Yeah, there's this
We're all
disease.
gonna catch it.
There's this disease that's been
I
floating
never
around.
leave my house. I ain't
Okay,
catching
get tested.
shit.
Get tested.
I will. I never leave my house, so I'm safe. 100%.
I never leave my house either. But there's this thing going around where, God damn it, you made me forget my point.
Or women do it too. Like, women take advantage of dudes, and like it's a circle. Like,
I had a point I was gonna make though, and now
that's
I
what you were
forgot
saying.
it.
Something about women doing it to men too.
Women do it too. Okay, men. We can't just hold. I mean, men. I think men have to hold themselves accountable for everything that happens, right? Because everybody wants to.
Human beings should. We should just say that. Human beings should. Men know that women are emotional. Women also play men. Like, say a woman's like out of somebody's league normally, and they like she like, you know, he's rich or I don't know. I mean, you see women like using guys too. Like, I'm not saying
that never happens. I don't know what the hell you are talking about.
I'm not saying that women are innocent by any means. I'm just saying in general, like I see as guys get mad, like, man, that bitch is crazy. She's going crazy to me. Like, what do I do?
Oh yeah.
And I'm like,
I remember my point.
Yeah.
You talked me back into my point. I hate to interrupt you, and I'm sorry for that, Mary.
No, I do too. I have ADD, so it'll go away if I don't say it.
All right, I hear you.
That dog is barking. Oh, you want me to go out there and yell at him? Just joking.
Dude, I've been telling everybody about that stupid dog.
I know, that's why I'm like, you want to go out there? I'm like, shut it up.
Seriously, one of these nights, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to strangle that dog in the middle of the
No,
night.
it's not the dog. It's the owner's fault.
Oh, wow.
He's letting him sit. Dude, it's cold as fuck some of these days that he's having that dog sit out there. I don't give a shit if it's a dog or not. If you're gonna have a domesticated animal, put that fucker inside.
That's true.
Take care of your animal.
right.
And he's barking for a reason. You can't just sit your dog outside when it's 0 degrees out and just have the dog sit out
What's
there.
a dog supposed to do?
I literally want to go over there and punch the guy in the face.
He's trying to tell him, hey, let me in, motherfucker.
You know what? Instead, you should go steal the dog, because I bet you the dog is actually cool as shit.
No, what do you think? I should go punch the owner in the face.
Yeah, and take the dog.
Knock on his door, hey, man, let your fucking dog in. I'm tired of hearing him listen to him bark.
No,
you think
because
I'll get arrested
I
for
would
that?
just go and take the dude. Honestly, it is neglect if it's a certain degree outside and the dog is outside. 100%.
Yeah,
It don't
that
matter
dog will
the time
bark
of
like
year.
this in the summer too, man. I want to strangle that dog.
I
He
wouldn't
barks
strangle
like
a dog,
this in the middle of the summer.
Dude, it's a domesticated animal.
Does he probably
There
does he
is
have him like on a
person
leash and he just locks him
responsible
up
for that
outside
dog.
and lets him hang
My dogs are
outside?
never outside barking. It's the person who owns them. It's not the dog's fault. Like, what do you want the dog to do? He's sitting out there by himself all fucking day and night. He's bored out of his mind. What do you want him to do?
I want him
Squirrel.
Whenever I walk, sometimes I go outside and I'm like, I want to smoke a cigar tonight, and I'm sitting out by my truck, and if you creak,
you should yell the dog or the owner. You should be like, hey, why don't you try putting your dog inside once in a while, fuck?
I've thought about taking my gun over there and just stand there.
Oh,
and
hell no. I'll take a gun. I'll pistol whip you across the fucking face. You're going to lock that shit up right now.
I'll be like, listen, if you don't do something about the dog, I'm going to do something.
Yeah, maybe take the gun over to the guy and be like, dude.
I'll say it's either me or you now. One of us is going to discipline this animal. And if you're not here anymore,
it's not discipline the animal. It's maybe pay attention to your animal. It's not even disciplining.
Well, I know, but if the dog is barking forever.
Don't have an animal if you're not going to pay attention to it, though. Like, don't have an animal if you're not going to pay attention to it.
They pay attention to him, but he still barks.
Oh, really? Clearly they do, because he's outside 90% of the time by itself barking.
I know when my dogs bark, I'm like, hey, stop barking or get in the fucking house.
I'm just saying, if the dog is outside that much of the time barking, then that means they're not paying that much attention to it.
What if they can't afford to pay that? What if they're broke, Mary? You're being really insensitive to these people.
You're being a real big bitch now.
All right, back to my original point.
You shouldn't have got a dog. If you can't afford it, then you shouldn't have a dog. Right?
Huh?
Thanks.
You can't afford it. You
what a real
have
gentleman. I did not think you were going to go for that.
Well, I told you I was a lightweight, right? So I shouldn't even be having it anymore.
I am too.
Yeah, okay.
Bullshit.
Bleep that out.
Hey, it's only because of the fall winter weight gain.
All right, so when it comes to men and women, Mary, because I have to ask you the tough questions.
I'm going to do that at least.
There's dudes that watch this podcast. They want to know. Right?
I don't know a whole lot, though.
Okay, but when it comes to men...
You're asking a 40-year-old woman who's single, no kids.
Okay, well, that's good. You're a good candidate, right? You still know about women,
I don't
right?
date. I don't want nothing to do with nobody.
But when it comes to women, who do you think is most in charge? When two people want to have sex, who do you think is most in charge?
Oh, the woman is 100%. The woman is what she said. Yeah, it's going to happen.
You guys are responsible for a lot of the sex bullshit.
Wait, though.
That happens.
Wait, because when women reach a certain age, shit gets weird.
Yeah, like
I
menopause
know that. And I don't know about. Wait, man, I'm fucking 40. Hey, man, what the fuck? Goddamn, menopause. Fucking pump the brakes, bitch. Fucking menopause, dude. Although I did ask about that the other day. I'm like, when's that gonna happen?
It happens at like 60, I think. Right?
Fuck me, I don't know.
You got plenty of time.
I was gonna say I just turned 40. I'm like, I don't feel like I'm 40, although I don't really know what it's supposed to feel like. But I'm saying, like, I feel like at a certain, like, when a woman reaches older age, she's like I don't know how to word this, and I'll just throw myself.
Things just get weird.
I'm gonna throw myself under the bus here, but I remember thinking one time. Okay, I remember thinking like not that long ago, like, fuck. This is exactly what dudes felt like in high school. Like, this fucking
dude, I'm telling you, you don't even know the half of it, Mary.
I know. Wait. Women will know the half of it.
Women.
It's the karma, though. I'm like, it's so fucked up, though.
It is the karma.
And you're just like,
when women are younger.
They're in their prime.
They're invincible.
They're not. Yeah, men are in their prime. But I'm saying women get older. And I remember thinking, like, fuck, this sucks. Like, as somebody who's single, and like, now I get it. Like, I didn't know what dudes felt like in high school. It's like, before you're like, oh, it's got to be meaningful, and I love it. Now it's like when you get older, though, chicks are like, you have no control over this, okay?
Bro, you had control.
Hormones and all this weird shit happen.
Wild.
No, I'm just saying, like, when women get middle aged, their sex drive goes
hormones.
Whoop, and you're like, this is what little fuckers felt like in high school, like all the dudes. Like it's,
it's like that.
Yeah, it gets weird now, and you're like, this is stupid.
They do say older women. What's the point? Is it like 35 to like 45 or some nonsense like that?
Yeah, I'd say 35 is probably when it starts.
They just get freaking
wild. Your brain gets weird.
It's like you want to go back and work at the sex store.
Oh,
again,
yeah.
So you can interact with all those weird people.
No, I don't. I wouldn't say that. I would just say so I could get all the DVDs for free. I watch a lot of porn. I do.
What are your thoughts?
I watch a lot.
Okay, you're a woman who will actually admit that.
Oh, dude, I watch a lot. It's like it was saved right on my desktop. Like I don't even try to hide it. I got my top 10 just sitting right there. You flip open my computer, and you see like these weird pictures, and people are like, "What the fuck is this?"
What are you into? Don't tell us.
I won't.
Do you think that's good for men to be like watching porn 24/7?
I mean 24/7. I don't like.
Okay, but not 24/7.
But I feel like it's a natural thing to watch porn. Come on.
Here's the thing about dudes though. If dudes watch porn, they kind of need to masturbate at that point, right? You can't. Wait. Most dudes can't
women
just
don't?
sit there and watch.
I'm sorry, but I don't watch porn to not masturbate.
I know, but women. Here's the thing: women can have like multiple orgasms, right? They can just have infinity, is what they claim, right? So dudes, you can get off 1 or 2, and then you're effed for like a cup, like you could be effed for like a week or 2.
There's a timeout.
Yeah, you're done, right? So for guys, if a guy is constantly, this is from my own male perspective.
Maybe there's something going on.
If a guy is just constantly into porn, he's constantly like I feel like you lose your manliness.
I feel like
after you
also lose some concept of reality.
Well, our sex could lose its status. Like, you know what I mean? It's no longer like that interesting to you. I mean, because
it's still fun. It just makes you want to be more of a whore. That's what porn does to men. It makes you want to be.
It makes you want to try that. You're like, I want to try that scenario.
Oh yeah, you want to test it out.
I like the van
because
stuff.
you can jump from. We need to get a van. All right, BTG squad van.
No, I just think it's super cool where they just like pull over and find these random
bros in the van.
No, like they just
pull
over
real?
and like these.
You think they're random?
I'm guessing they're
girls
not random.
Can't be random.
Well, in my mind they are, and I'm like, that's crazy.
They're also trying to be actresses at the same time.
Well, I like girls too, so I'm like, I kind of want to get in a van and
lesbian stuff. Do you want to put this on the podcast?
I've dated women.
What?
Yes. Yes. I'm not.
We struck gold skis.
We're so cool.
Rock and roll. So how do women compare to men?
What do you mean?
Like attitude wise, their lifestyle.
Dude, I'm not trying to be a dick or anything. Like, please, no.
Are women just trash to deal with?
Women, do not get mad at me for this.
Yeah, admit it.
I honestly, if I'm ever gonna date another girl ever again, she's gotta be like celebrity status hot, like. Because it's just so much grief. There's so much grief to deal with. Just a bunch of
I know.
Well, think now you got the emotions twice.
Yeah, dude. I'm enough to deal with. I don't understand myself. I don't know what it's like to be a woman.
She just said that women are emotional. So now you got 2 emotional women.
Yeah, try being one. I don't understand. I don't understand women. I don't understand myself. It's hard up being one. I can't date one. Dude, I've tried it.
I know.
Some of them are just so hot though. I can't not.
Have you any lesbians here that you know that you've hung around with? Be honest. Just
I have never.
You don't have to name names.
I have never hooked.
You gotta look at the
you don't have to name names.
I have never hooked up with anybody here. No, I have made out with a girl.
There's quite a few.
That's it though.
We know there's quite a few actually. I think there's a whole softball team, isn't there?
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
How dare you?
Excuse him. Excuse him. He needs to be bitch slapped. Like, wait, like he's like, oh, there's a whole softball team.
I think there is that Barry
so
of lesbians. Is there not a whole softball team?
The entire softball team is. Let's not label them lesbians.
One of them spits. She dips.
They like both then.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry
to
everybody watching this.
Oh damn.
You're so stupid right now.
Yeah,
he's ignorant. He's ignorant. I would not announce your BTG squad right now.
You already said it. It's too late. I'm gonna clip that.
I'm gonna clip that.
You're clipping that out and posting it.
He's a dumbass. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, I feel like it's not even like, who cares? Like, it's like such a.
So okay. So my point to this is though, like, we do have lesbians here.
No, yes, we do. We have lesbians everywhere. Oh no! Like,
and you think,
like, look,
in your opinion,
it's a bird. It's a fly.
Here's what I know about lesbians, because I have a lesbian who's a good friend of mine, like a very good friend of mine. Yeah, but
I got a lesbian and she ain't my pocket.
Just listen to how.
But listen, you women,
we sound talking about. I got one. I got a lesbian.
No, she's a friend of mine.
Do women say they got a gay guy?
No, I mean, I try not to. I mean, maybe people do. Maybe
I'm just curious.
I don't like that. I'm talking to you, fucker.
Right. That's my gay man over there.
Yeah, like, oh my god, I have a gay friend, and you know, I get that. I hear it, but I try to steer away from that because, like, it's just like. It's just because they're just fucking people. Who gives a fuck who they like to fuck? You know,
so
it's
you
none of our
think it's
business.
the equivalent of saying like, I've got a black friend, right?
I don't like saying that either.
Right. Okay. So I get it. I get the weirdness that you might feel from
saying that. But I feel like everybody is guilty of it, though.
Well,
and that's why I try to, like,
the person,
yes,
right?
and you're right. And
it's
and
like,
that
he's
is
gay. I'm
and
describing him.
That guy over there.
And that is 100% the easiest way to, like, tell somebody who you're talking about. It is.
Right.
I agree. It's just that so many people get offended by that, and I don't think that they should,
but
because
it's
just literally saying who the
offensive,
person is. Yeah. You don't mean it offensive, but it's so easy. It's such a thin line to, like, step over to where people start getting fucking pissed about it. You know what I mean?
So like, where's the point where you sacrifice your humanity and who you are as a human being?
I don't,
because everybody's offended by everything that you say. Like,
dude, I feel like everybody is right now. I feel like there's so many like real life problems in this world that
Yeah.
All of
Everybody's
the
got
race
problems.
card and the bullshit they're all just distractions from like actual real problems.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And
Now we're
everybody,
getting to my thing.
and then it's like, and like the government's like, let's make everybody hate each other. Yeah, you know, like it's like
Lets them do what they
it's
want
working because everybody hates each other.
Now they can go do their own thing off to the side while everybody's focused on something else.
It's like literally the planet is like literally dying. The planet's dying, and we're all as like human beings. We should be joining together as human beings, but instead we're too worried about who's white, who's black, and who likes this and who doesn't like that, and the minority and rise above and all this bullshit that there shouldn't even be a thing. Like meanwhile our planet's just dying and we're all human beings. Who gives a fuck? Like,
you know what's really terrifying about that? You say our planet's dying. There's a lot happening on our planet for sure.
Because we're like parasites.
We are, and we're fucking not taking care of it at all.
Yeah, but here's another scary fact. It's America in general, because we kind of live in this bubble.
America is the
we live in this bubble.
Like America's the worst country.
We live in this...
Americans are the worst.
America, fuck no. Not fuck yeah.
As a society, I'm sure there's like good too. But like America's probably the worst out of Americans are probably the worst out of most, right?
Dude, we're all about more, me.
Yeah. Yeah, America as a whole right now is in a ridiculously nasty decline of morality, of spirituality, of everything right now. We're just
sad.
And the rest of the world is watching us and they're just they're
laughing.
They're loving every second of this.
But that's what sucks about it though, is like as human
every
beings,
empire
like,
falls, man.
We're falling. We're falling.
It's just sad. The whole thing is just depressing. That's why I try to stay out of it, away from it. I don't want to watch. I don't watch the news. I want to know nothing.
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to BTG.
I don't want to know any of that shit.
You've managed to stay out of it for exactly 0 amount of time. You're back, baby, and you're gonna be a regular guest on the show.
I don't know. I feel like your ratings are gonna go way the fuck down.
Things are good.
We don't have ratings.
I was gonna say, thank you, Jesus. Because
we do what we want.
I was gonna say.
Where are the aliens? Maybe they're among us. I don't know.